Okay, I'm going to get things going here. How's the food so far? Good? The Westford Regency folks are in the room, so yeah, there we go. Many thanks to them. I'm also trying some new technology with the PowerPoint, so we'll see how that works out. Did you know you can run them from your cell phone? I do now. Alrighty. Hello, and thank you for being here today at the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce's 29th Annual Meeting and Luncheon. I'm Jonathan Kerr, for those of you who do not know already, and I'm the new Executive Director. The Chamber's mission is to strengthen the 8 communities in our region by voicing support for and advocating the promotion of business. And in doing so, we would like to thank the Westford Regency Inn and Conference Center for their wonderful hospitality and fantastic service. Our thanks to Thomas McKinney, General Manager, and his staff for making our annual meeting such a special event. Thank you. Chamber also thanks our corporate sponsors. Our signature sponsors are Regency Hotels, premier sponsor Emerson Hospital, corporate sponsor 110 Grill, corporate sponsor Middlesex Savings Bank, corporate sponsor Care One at Concord, our website sponsor, which is CMB Virtual Services, and thank you to our annual meeting event sponsors. Keynote sponsor, Workers Credit Union. Our media sponsor, Wicked Local. Platinum sponsor, Digital Federal Credit Union. Our gold sponsors, Acton Real Estate Company and Enterprise Bank. And our silver, it's going the other direction. And our silver sponsors, Cambridge Savings Bank, Zuggo Entertainment Corp., and our photography sponsor, Catherine Fowl. She's actually walking around taking pictures at times. Alrighty. I'd also like to offer special thanks to our keynote speakers, Mr. Nam Pham and Mr. John Alcipiade. Did I pronounce that right? We were discussing the Italian aspect of it. ActonTV for their broadcast coverage of this event. Jolene Trotta for her work as the Chamber's Events and Membership Coordinator. And Barbara Wilson for her much-needed volunteer involvement at the office. She was the one who put a lot of these name tags together and cut paper and all that sort of stuff. Much appreciated. Alrighty, again, thank you all for being here and continuing to support our chamber. At this time, I'd like to introduce the current president of the board, Ms. Maura Haberman.
Hi, thank you for attending today's annual meeting. It's a pleasure to welcome Corey Atkins, our state representative, and Karen Frecker on behalf of Representative Kate Hogan, Joss Bodarian on behalf of Representative Jen Benson. I'm honored and I'm humbled to have served as the Chamber's president this past year. It was a very busy year for the Chamber, both in front of the curtain and behind the scenes. The Chamber once again held exceptional signature events organized by various committees, including the Elegant Awards and Scholarship Fundraising Gala at the Westford Regency, a sun and fun-filled Summerfest at Kimball Farm, and Kimball Farm actually donates that to the Chamber, so thank you, Kimball Farm. The Taste of the Middlesex Beer and Wine Extravaganza at the Boxborough Regency, and our annual meeting here at the Westford Regency. Special programs like the HR Forum, and so many networking opportunities at and before after-hour events. Thank you to all the businesses that hosted these networking events. We appreciate your support to the Chamber as well as the Westford Regency Inn and Conference Center for being the host site of many of our committee meetings. All of these Chamber events, networking, and our business education series would not have been possible without the support of our Board of Directors, our new Executive Director, John Kerr, and Jolene Trotter, our Membership and Events Coordinator, and the many volunteers on the various committees. During my tenure as president, we had some major changes take place. First, we hired a new Executive Director, John Kerr, who started with us in September after our former Executive Director, Kathleen McDonald, resigned in July. John is a local Boxborough resident, business owner, and has been an Executive Director of a nonprofit. His enthusiasm and persona create a welcoming face to the Chamber. Let's give John a warm welcome. If you haven't had a chance to meet John, stop by the Chamber, talk to him today. He's a great guy, and I think you're really going to enjoy him. I'd like to extend my greatest appreciation to our Executive Director Search Committee, who has spent many hours reviewing the resumes and interviewing the vast number of candidates, as well as Chris Worcester and Melissa Levine-Pyro of Levine-Pyro Law, who assisted with the transition. This past fall, we rolled out the Chamber's new website. The new website is a great resource tool for the public and a beneficiary opportunity for our members. The Marketing Committee spent a lot of time working on this project with our vendor to make it user-friendly. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to thank Christine Brault of CMB Virtual Services for doing such a great job on our website. If you haven't visited the site, check it out and see how you can benefit from it. Okay, this is the time that I'm really sad because Tony Rivero is going to be stepping down from the Board of Directors, and I know that the board is going to miss his smile and his energy at 7:30 in the morning. And Tony has been a very dedicated board member and a great advocate for the Chamber as one of our dedicated ambassadors. Tony, would you like to come up here? We have a little something for you. We'd like to welcome our new incoming board members, Pete Daniels of Rapscallion, Shannon Sennett of Concord Colonial Inn, and Luann Colombo of Juice Plus. As I continue to serve for one more year on the Executive Committee as the past president, I look forward to continuing my commitment to the Chamber and its board, serving alongside with Peter Mailer, our treasurer, Jen Scobo, our clerk, Don Ludwig, our new vice president, and our new president, Jeff Turcott, Lester Gould, Cindy McCullough, Amanda Scribner, Mark Ducey, Elijah Martin Marrow, Patty Chisholm, and Tom Thompson, and Mike Hatchie, and our new directors, Peter, Shannon, and Luann. We have a great board. Let's give them a hand. We greatly appreciate the support of our 2017 sponsors and our new 2018 sponsors. But most importantly, I want to thank you, our members. I've given a lot of time and energy to this Chamber because I know how important it is to be connected with the business community. And without the Chamber connections and the opportunities that I have benefited from, I can't say that I would have the great partnerships and success for what I do. Stay connected, the Chamber's motto. Truly is the motto, stay connected. As the Board of Directors moves forward with establishing a 5-year strategic plan spearheaded by Jeff Turcott, our new incoming president, and Mike Hatchie of Emerson Hospital, who is also a board member, I know that this Chamber will continue to grow and be a vibrant and successful business tool in everyone's kit. I want to express my gratitude to my successor, Jeff Turcott, for being the best vice president I could have. He'll make a fantastic president, and I look forward to supporting him this coming year. Thank you to the Chamber members for the opportunity to serve as your president and for all the support you have given back to me. This past year was a successful one, and it wouldn't have been possible without the hard work and dedication of so many. It's been my pleasure and my privilege serving this Chamber. Congratulations to us all once again. Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. So it's the meeting of the members, the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce, 28th annual meeting, Tuesday, February 13th, here at the Westford Inn and Regency, the Westford Regency Inn and Conference Center. Good afternoon and welcome to the 29th annual meeting of the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce. My name is Maura Haberman, the president of the Chamber. Clerk Jennifer Scobo, do we have a quorum to hold our annual meeting of the members? Okay, at this time, I would like to call the 29th annual meeting of members of the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce to order. A representative from each business member will please respond to the following motions. May I have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the 2017 annual meeting?
So moved.
Jeff, do I have a second?
Second.
Elijah? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed, please say nay. Please note a unanimous vote. Thank you. The nominating committee would like to inform you the members of the following slate of individuals who have been nominated to serve on the Chamber's Board of Directors for a 3-year term. It's my pleasure to present to you the following persons. The candidates for the following terms are Luann Colombo, health food agent of Juice Plus. Luann? There's Luann. welcome. And then we have Peter Daniel, proprietor of Rapscallion Table and Top. And Shannon Sinnott, the senior catering sales manager at Concord's Colonial Inn. Welcome. There have been no further nominations by petition. The nominations are declared closed. Is there a motion to accept the slate of nominees as presented to the membership? That was Jen, seconded by Amanda. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. Please note a unanimous vote. Thank you. We thank the slate of new board members for accepting this leadership role with their Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations and welcome to each of you. A vote to approve the slate of directors continuing with their terms. I would like to inform you, the members of the following slate of nominees of current members of the Board of Directors who have been nominated by the nominating committee to continue their service on the Chamber's Board of Directors for a one-year term. It is my pleasure to present to you the following individuals. If you just want to stand up as I call your name, Patricia Chisholm of Middlesex Savings Bank, Lester Gould of Gould's Clothing, Maura Haberman, Acton Recreation, Cindy McCullough of One-on-One Self-Indulgence Spa, Jennifer Scobo of Cambridge Savings Bank, Amanda Scribner of Visiting Angels Acton, and Jeffrey Turcott of Workers Credit Union. May I have a motion to accept the slate of nominees as presented to the membership? Mike Hatchie, do I have a second? And Tony Rivero. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. Please vote. It's a unanimous vote. Thank you. We owe all of these individuals a great deal of thanks. Their efforts have been a key factor in continuing success of the Chamber. They have contributed many hours of their own time and energy on behalf of the Chamber. We are indebted to each of you and truly appreciate all your work. Thank you. We are retiring board members. The Chamber wants to take a moment to recognize one of our directors now ending their term on the Board of Directors. We owe him a great deal of thanks for his commitment and service to the Chamber. That was Tony Rivero of Visiting Angels. Thank you, Tony. And I'd like to take a moment to present a Senate citation to our former past president last year, Amanda Scribner. Amanda, would you please come up? On behalf of Senator Eldridge's office, you are being presented the Senate citation as board president of the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce from 2016 to 2017. Thank you for all your time and all your work. And then on top of that, we also have a plaque from the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce honoring you for your service as a board president. Thank you, Amanda. Okay, I call for a motion to adjourn the annual meeting of the members. May I have a motion? Patty Scribner, do I have a second? That would be Mark Ducey. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. It's unanimous vote. Thank you. And the meeting of directors. I, Maura Haberman, now call the annual meeting of directors to order. Now that the members who are here today have nominated the board members, we will direct to the next motions to the board members only. May we have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes from the 2017 annual meeting of directors? So moved. That would be Jeff. May I have a second? Elijah. All those in favor, please say aye. 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 Opposed, please say nay. Please note a unanimous vote. May I have a motion to ratify and approve the election of the previous named directors for the terms as previously designated? May I have a motion? Jennifer, may I have a second? Amanda? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. Please note it's a unanimous vote. Okay, executive committee members. May I have a motion to elect the named executive committee members as follow? President, Jeffrey Turcott, Workers Credit Union. Here's Jeff. Vice President, Don Ludwig of Ludwig Insurance Agency. Don? Oh, he's not here. Okay. Treasurer, Peter Mailer of Concord Tea Cakes. Clerk, Jennifer Scobo of Cambridge Savings Bank. And past president, Maura Haberman, Town of Acton Recreation Department. May I have a motion? That would be Jeff. Second? Amanda? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. Please note a unanimous vote. To conclude, may I have a motion to adjourn the annual meeting of the directors portion of this luncheon? Motion, please. That would be Mark Ducey. A second? Amanda? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. Please note a unanimous vote. Thank you, and this concludes the business portion of our 2018 annual meeting. Okay, I'm going to turn the floor over to John.
All right, we'll take a couple minutes here. If anybody wants to refill plates or get another drink or anything like that, feel free to do so. In a couple minutes, we'll be doing the awards for continuing members who've reached yearly milestone marks. At this time, we're now going to recognize some of our members who are celebrating notable anniversaries with the Chamber. I'm going to call Maura to come up, and she's going to help me hand out these certificates. So if you were here for your company, please come forward to receive your certificate when you were called. And Catherine will be taking some pictures. We do want to try and get you down there so it's not a picture where she's having to be under you, and because we all know how that looks. All righty. So, celebrating 5 years of Chamber membership, we have Acton Handyman, Boston Bijou, Bridges by Epic, and I believe Bridges is here. It's the logistics of getting down the stairs and back up and all that. All righty. Bueno Yisano, Cookie Lady Treats, Get in Shape for Women, Gould Law Offices, the Life Care Center of Neshoba Valley. Are they here? All righty. Alrighty, and Littleton Liquors. Additional members celebrating 5 years. Mass Development, My Hometown Map, Omni Properties, Regency Hotels. I know they're here. I owe them cupcakes. They'll show up, don't worry. RH Products, Vinmark Group, Westford Regency Health Club, and Westford. All righty. Celebrating 10 years of Chamber membership. Benchmark Senior Living at Robbinsbrook. Yep. Enterprise Bank. I know they're here. And Fern's Country Store. Why is it going backwards? There we go. Additional members celebrating 10 years of Chamber membership. Life Care Center of Acton. Did Dave make it? Oh, there he is. Catherine. Research for better teaching. Resident Art Studio and the Homesteader. Celebrating 15 years of Chamber membership, Cambridge Savings Bank. Dana Snyder Grant, FS Engineers, and Workers Credit Union. Celebrating 20 years of membership, Acton Pharmacy. What's Ben? Well, that's so. And the Parents Estate Planning Law Firm. Those are our 20-year membership recipients. Celebrating 25 years of commitment to the Chamber and the Middlesex West business community, our Acton Funeral Home, Facilitations, and Theater 3. Thank you again to all of you for your continued investment in our Chamber organization. We look forward to many more years with you. It's my pleasure now to introduce the Chamber's new president, Jeff Turcotte.
Yeah, Jeff. Watch that step. Yeah. Thank you, John. I'd like to take just a couple of minutes just to thank all of you here in attendance today, and I'd like to recognize Josh Badarian on behalf of Representative Jen Benson in the back here as well as our speaker, Nam Pham. I'd also like to give a special thanks to all of our corporate sponsors who support the Chamber continually throughout the year, as well as the supporting signature events, including this year's annual meeting right now. As incoming president, I was thinking about what I would like to say to you this afternoon, and I kept getting this recurring theme in my head. I teased John a little bit about it last week, and he teased me back and told me the end of the story. But it's the vision of William Wallace on horseback near the end of the movie Braveheart. You know the scene. He's got his face all painted in blue, and he's addressing about 2,000 Scottish rebels. You remember it? That's the vision I have in my head of being the president of the Chamber. Maybe it's not quite that way, though. Maybe the president of the Chamber isn't quite as theatrical as the scene that I imagined. But like William Wallace, the Guardian of Scotland, he was the leader of that nation. And like that leader, the role of president is a role of leadership. And I take that very seriously. So in this coming year, I look forward to working with John Kerr, who just came on last September. He's been doing a great job so far. Jolene Trotta, our events coordinator, and the entire board to ensure that we continue this success as the premier organization in this business community in our 8-town region. As I've been known to say during many board meetings, committee meetings, event planning meetings, and whatever it is that we decide to do as an organization, we must do it well. quality is the key. We must continually strive to produce the best product that we can with the resources that we have, while recognizing that our resources are not limitless. We have limited resources. Whether it's an after-hours event, or a ribbon cutting, or a large event like today's, we must always take inventory of our resources, utilize them accordingly in order to ensure the highest level of quality. I'll say it again. In whatever we decide to do, we must do it well, with quality. Quality, why must we do this? Because quality leads to success, which leads to excellence. And isn't that the essence of this chamber? Excellence? That's my vision. That's my vision for this chamber, is excellence. So enough about that. Speaking of excellence, though, I would now like to take a moment to recognize our outgoing president, Maura Haberman. Maura, could you please approach? And watch that step. In 2017, the Chamber saw great success. We had great success throughout the year with the Summerfest at Kimball's, which was a lot of fun, and our second annual Taste of Middlesex this past fall, which was a great success as well. 2017 was also a year of transition, and Maura led us through this transition with professionalism and a clear sense of direction. When I think about Maura and what the Chamber had to work through last year, the word that comes to mind for me is poise. Her composure and dignity of manner helped us get to where we are today. Maura, I look forward to working with you on the board as a past president. And as a token of our gratitude of your service, we have a small gift for you. Flowers. As well as a citation. This is a citation recognition of Board President of the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce 2017-2018, Maura Haberman. Thank you, Maura. And now I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Nam Pham, who is the Assistant Secretary of Business Development and International Trade with the Massachusetts Office of Business Development. In 2015, Nam joined the Baker-Polito administration as the Assistant Secretary of Business Development, which oversees the Mass Office of Business Development, Mass Office of Travel and Tourism, Mass Film Office, and Mass Office of International Trade and Investment. Previously, Nam was the CEO of the Vietnamese American Initiative for Development. Nam has been a commercial banker. Oh, that's a good career, commercial banker. Has been a commercial banker for more than 20 years in both lending and credit for premier community banks. From 1994 to 2000, Nam served as Commissioner of Massachusetts Region for Refugees and Immigrants, and also the Deputy Director of Massachusetts Office of International Trade and Investment. With Nam today is John Alcepede, Web and Social Media Manager with the Massachusetts Office of Travel and Tourism. Please let's give Nam and John a warm welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Jeff. And first, let me say congratulations to you and Maura and all the board members. And also, thank you for having me here. I'm really happy to be here on behalf of the #1 governor in America, of the #1 state in America. Jeff mentioned earlier, I think we can. I think we can brag a lot about Massachusetts these days. We are also #1 state in terms of innovation in America. We are also the most healthy state in America. Whatever you like to be excellent with, I think we are doing it here. But being #1, it's not easy to get there, but staying #1 is also more difficult. And we saw that with the New England Patriots. But there's always next time. Yeah.
That's a very deep wound, you know.
I lost money too. Yeah. But I think they're still number one. They may not won, but they're still number one in our book. I oversee a few offices, and they are interconnected. There's one thing in common for the offices is our number one job is to promote Massachusetts. It's a destination for business, and it's a destination for pleasure. I've been asked to share with you a little bit about our tourism travel efforts in the state. I will say something about that, and John will give you a lot more useful information when he comes. But before I share with you about travel and tourism, let me share with you a couple of things that the state, the governor, the lieutenant governor, and my offices has done to promote Middlesex, Metro West area. People know of Boston a lot more than Massachusetts. Right? And people know more about Massachusetts than Middlesex or Metro West. So we always try to bring international companies, international delegation, to bring people when they come here looking at Massachusetts, we bring them out here. For example, last fall, the Office of International Trade organized a field trip for about a dozen of diplomats who have consulates in Massachusetts, and we brought them out here. We took them to the Massachusetts ski resort. We showed them great golf lodging. We tell them that Massachusetts is more than Boston. Come out here, your quality of life is better, it's cheaper, and the air is also cleaner. Yeah. Also from the Office of Business Development, over the last basically 16 months, we have been able to leverage a little bit of our tax incentive to create jobs in the Metro West area. And during the last 18 months, we have been able to create about 1,000 new jobs in this area and brought in roughly $280 million in private investment from different companies. Some of them you may have heard, like Insulet Corporation in Acton, Acacia Communication in Maynard, UTC Aerospace right in Westford, Red Hat, and also Patriot Leverage in Littleton. So we try to bring on up so-called prosperities in Boston area out to Central Mass, Western Mass, Middlesex, and everybody. We will try to do that. We will try to follow the motto that Jeff mentioned earlier. We try to be excellent. We try to do good for our citizens, our Commonwealth. And I think the reason that we can brag about we are number one is basically our elected leaders have tried to do that. The governor, the lieutenant governor, working very closely hand in hand with our legislators, with the mayors, with the city manager, try to do from the little thing to big things to improve our daily life. And so I'm very, very honored to work for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Because now, these days, I don't have to defend it, but just brag about it. Back to tourism. Right? I often say that tourism is not only one of the top industry in our economy, but tourism is also perhaps the only industry that really touch every small business at every main street, at every town we have in the Commonwealth. We think about it. When we travel, we eat, we sleep, we play, and most of those, if not all of those businesses, are small businesses. Yeah? And we have a number of things for tourists to enjoy. Our slogan is "Mass is all here." It doesn't sound very exciting, right? But actually, whatever you want to do, we have it all here. Yeah. I have played a tourist in Massachusetts for the last 35 years. You can tell I'm not originally from here, right? Yeah. But every single day that I go around Boston area or I drive down here, I discover some new things, something that I say, wow, it's beautiful, it's so special. I feel very fortunate to be a part of this place for the last many years. The way that we promote our tourism is a partnership. We partner with the town and city, we partner with regional tourism council. Across the state, we have 16 of them. I think we have one in here. And each RTC would get some funding from the state, and they also have to raise their own funding from you guys. Many of you may be the members of the RTC, and we work together. The RTC would promote local products, try to bring local people in. And MOD, we focus on international and national. And over the last 3 years, our international tourists have come to Massachusetts a lot more for a very simple fact, which I got nothing to do with it. Massport has basically brought in many direct non-stop flights from Asia, from the Middle East, from Latin America. So the impact of the non-stop flight is tremendous, not only for our tourism industry, but also for business. Right now, I don't know if you know that, but you can fly non-stop to places like London, Denmark, for less than $100. Think about it. Less than $100, you can cross that little pond called Atlantic and go to over there. Yeah, and you can also fly to the Caribbean for $69. I'm doing commercial for Norwegian airline. And later this year, you can fly direct non-stop to Brazil. And we hope that soon we will have a direct flight to India. All of those will help to boost up our economy. We also, from MOD, we also try to promote the state using some thematic things. We like to focus on certain things. So over the last 12 months, we have developed something we can call like a masterpiece trail in Massachusetts, featuring museums across the state. We have, John, how many museums we have in Massachusetts?
Jeez, you put me on the spot. I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't know, yeah. But my point is we have a lot, not just in Boston, but from Western Mass, Central Mass, we have a lot of museums. We have a car museum. Even cars, if you like cars, we have a car museum. It's just, we have the Lafayette Trail. Right? We work together with the French consulate to promote the places that Gerald Lafayette, the guy who helped us to defeat the other guy from England, to highlight the places that he has traveled in Massachusetts, so we can bring more French tourists to this place. We also have developed an illustrator's trail, highlights Dr. Seuss, Eric Carle, and Norman Rockwell Museum. And we are developing what we call a coastal trail, so we could share with people about our beautiful coastline, our whaling industry, our whale museum. And I think we also had the Truro trail. We also work together with our Massachusetts Film Office to develop a map of different movies that has been made in Massachusetts. A lot of people love to see those things. So we want to bring those in to create a place that it doesn't matter what you want to do, we have it here for you to enjoy. And I'm sorry, I forgot to turn this off. Yeah. And there's one thing that...
Who is it?
Exactly, yeah. And there's one thing that we are very, very proud to say is that we have been able to work with international tourism media. Every year we have many of them to come here. We call fam trip, familiarization, that we invited the front medias, the tour operators. Then we showcase different parts of the state to them. And for example, last year we had 49 fam tours. And these guys, after they come here, they go back and write articles, put into the airlines or travel magazines. And we estimate that last year, the value of all of those good articles track about Massachusetts worth about $16 million. Yeah, and this year, even just the first 6 months, we already have surpassed the projected number of those fam trips. We already had estimate that we already have about 120 participants, and it's worth about $13 million. 6 months. So these things that we try to do, again, John, I'm sorry I have to follow your motto, Engagement Jeff. Right? We don't have so much resources, so we have to use what we have. So instead of using our own money, which we don't have a lot, we leveraged our network, our connection, and we receive more of those value. And if I brag about Massachusetts, my friends in France may not believe it. But if a French guy talking about how wonderful Massachusetts is, it may carry much bigger bang for the buck, especially we don't have to pay for the buck. Yeah. We also know that tourism creates jobs. And just to share with you some statistics in this area, right? We have 9 hotels representing about 1,000 rooms, and in the calendar year of 2016, the international traveler spending in this area is about $150 million, supporting about 1,300 jobs and generating about $13 million in tax for the state. Just for this area in 2017, Middlesex West collected $1.6 million in local option room tax and about $1.5 million in the meal tax, just for this area. So it's not just a chump change, but it's something that we can do to keep promoting it. I forgot to mention that, especially this area, because we had the Massachusetts Mountain. This winter, we partner with TripAdvisor to promote our ski industry. You don't have to go to New Hampshire to go skiing. You can do it here. Yeah. So if you have gone skiing here, I'd like to thank you. Right. Yeah. Yeah. With that, I'd like to invite John. And this is the first time that John and I have a tag team, and I like it very much because his last name is more difficult than my last name. John, coming up. Thank you.
Thank you, Noam. I'm going to talk from over here because this is where the laptop is, and it's more important that you hear me than actually see me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk through you folks through how to create a business listing on our website. This is our website, massvacation.com. It is our primary marketing tool. We use it to market, as Noam said, to both domestic and international visitors. The content on the site is split, what I think, about 70-30. 30% of the content are web pages that I create with tourist-related content, and about 70% is our database with business listings that you folks would create. Anything from lodging properties to tourist attractions to restaurants to notable shopping areas. All of those comprise the search engine of this website. And that's what I'm going to be showing all of you today, if you haven't already, how to create an actual business listing on the site. The approval process is automatic. You don't have to go through any kind of an approval process. So now you've got an actual account. When you log back in with your username and password, you'll come to a dashboard that looks not quite like this, but it will have all these buttons across the top. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on Business. Click on Business, and then you'll click on Add New. This is going to present you with a blank template. Put in your business title, and under Select, you've got a drop-down list of any number of categories to put yourself in. Most of you are either going to be in attraction, lodging, or restaurant, brewery, winery, distillery. And those are all published categories. You would create the business listing, that listing would then appear on the live site. There are also categories that are not actually published categories, things like a cultural council possibly, or a group tour operator, or a press organization, a PR organization. Those particular listings might not appear on the live site, but I'm going to show you in another step. You may be doing an event that may be interesting to a tourist. That event would appear on the website. So you want to make sure you fill in as many of the categories as you can. And I will just classify as an attraction to show you that here you'll also get a headline. It's good to put in something catchy. If TripAdvisor named you one of the top 10 lodging properties in Concord, you would want to put that in as a heading, as an eye catcher. Fill out a description. Do make sure that you add in a picture, and I'll show you when you look at a live listing. It's better looking if you can add a photo to go with your business. And then simply fill out the rest of the categories. Check off any of these that apply. And then hit Add New. That will come to a dashboard that the business listing will be approved, or for some reason, if there's a reason it would not get approved, you would get an email and say maybe something needs to be changed. And that happens within a 24-hour period. So once you hit Add New, it's not instantaneous. Allow at least a day for it to be published on the live site. Once it is published, show you what a listing looks like. So we'll go to Visit, we'll go to Arts, go to Art Museums, and this is a list of the art museums that we have listed in our database. Here's one for Heritage Museums, and as you can see, this is a complete listing. It's got a headline, it's got a nice picture to go with it, a short description, and then if it happened to have any events associated with it right now, the events would appear below it as well. Now if you go back here, you'll see that anything that has an actual image is going to appear further up the search engine, search results. So that's why it's good to add a picture. As you'll see, I'll scroll down and just show you a later page that does not have pictures associated with it. And you'll see these here do not have pictures, so they fall further down the list. Now, once you've actually created the business listing and it has appeared on the site, you can now go back in and you can click on events and add new. And you can add as many events as you want that will appear along with your business listing. You can also, especially for hotels, go in and add deals and packages that will also appear with your business listing. And also able to search that from the home page, searching through events and through business and through deals.
So that concludes our annual meeting this year. Thank you very much, Nam and John, for coming out. And the tourism in this area, as you know, sometimes we drive through places like Concord and Acton, and we just blink. And this is a very historical area around here, and we should take advantage of it. I'll echo Nam. We are very lucky to live in the region that we live in. And certainly take advantage of it and tell others. So thank you for coming, everyone. I look forward to all of your support in this next year. Thank you.
We are here with Jeff Turcott, a commercial lender with the Workers Credit Union, also the new president of the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce. How excited are you to be the new president?
Excited, nervous, optimistic. Really, this is a great chamber. I was introduced to this chamber almost 10 years ago, and I've made an awful lot of friends. And when I looked out this afternoon and saw all my friends in the audience, that's really what it was about. So this is a great organization, supports local businesses in our 8-town region, and I think it's integral.
Tell us about, you're new to the chamber, and what changes have you maybe thought that you brought about here at the chamber? You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you so much. One of the big things I'm trying to do is get more chamber interaction within membership. It's one of my goals is to go on and have people, if you're thinking of a service or you're thinking of even retail, look to our membership first and try and work within our own membership so that we keep the club rolling. That's an important aspect of it.
And networking is so important. You do so many events, like this event today, the annual luncheon. You have an annual dinner gala coming up. Tell us about that.
The awards ceremony is coming up in April 25th, and that's where we hand out awards to any number of businesses. You can nominate a business, whether it's the best business of the year or up and rising business star, any number of categories. And you can go to the chamber website to find that information. It's posted there. And we'll have an awards gala where those people are presented with awards. And we're also doing the scholarship fundraising at that point. So we have a 50-50 raffle going on right now. You can buy tickets for that, and the winner will be picked that night at the awards ceremony. And then we also will have a raffle and a silent auction the night of the awards as well to help fund the scholarships we're giving out to the local high schools.
And if people want more information, you can visit mwcoc.com, of course. And speaking of the website is completely revamped. It's so much more user-friendly. Tell us about that.
Well, we wanted exactly that. We wanted something a little more user-friendly, a little more professional-looking, and a little bit, newer color scheme and trying to get in with the times. So it's very easy to go there. You can just see what kind of businesses are in the area. We have a membership directory. For members, they can go and log on, and it's almost like a Facebook page for them as well. They can also post member-to-member deals or hot deals, so they can kind of do that inside, club, working together and having, things for each other that might be a discount for a service or even retail aspect. So
it's such a great way to network your business. And speaking of networking your business, we had a gentleman that was presenting from massvacations.com, which businesses can go on their website for free, list their services. Tell us about his presentation tonight.
That's correct. So he did a walkthrough of the website. It's very easy to navigate, massvacations.com. Anybody can go on their company and set up a business. They can kind of create their own web page, which shows what they do and all that. They can also, more importantly, post a lot of things to calendar events. And there's a lot of variations to those calendar event kind of things. So if you want to specify, your you're doing, let's say, an Easter brunch at your hotel or something like that, you could do that and would then get on the kind of the Easter bandwagon for that when the time comes along. Valentine's Day was mentioned as well. There's also just a general interest, if you're doing ski aspects or if you're a microbrewery and you're trying to get on the microbrewery tour. I know that people are starting to do those now and are just going around to different microbrews to try and catch them all. It's almost like Pokemon. And you can set yourself up for that and, even events that you're having because there's a lot of the, the brew fests and those sort of things. So there's a lot of potential there. And I think they did a good job of presenting it. And you can just go on our site and I think a lot of it is easily walked through and you can figure it out on your own. And if you go to the Mass Office of Transportation and Tourism, they have more information there as well. So
Excellent. Remember, it's massvacations.com. If you want more information about the chamber, it's mwcoc.com. You can see Jonathan's show, which I was like a host for a little while in the interim. Business Matters on ActonTV. You can watch all the shows at actontv.org. Jonathan, thank you so much for talking to us today.
And thank you so much for all that you guys do for us. You've been a great supporter of the Chamber, and the Business Matters show is a great addition for us, and we appreciate all of your help and look forward to continuing to work with you. So thank you.